All right, boys. So you guys seen this before if you watch my Crossfire 800 video. But this is an F1000. And like I told you guys in the last video, these sleds are famous for power valve failure. And it can be detrimental. You can destroy your engine because of it. So this one that we just took apart, I said I got to make another video because this one really shows what can go on here inside of these. And when the spring messes up, look where the pieces go and sit. Now, one good thing, I guess they can't, can they get down through? Well, not really. Potentially, maybe. But the thing is, if you take this apart and you happen to knock a little piece of that down the hole in your motor, those are not good pieces for piston rings, trust me, boys. And these are famous for those springs breaking in the upper side of this power valve, right up in here. And then what happens is the power valve won't return down to its home. It'll stick up halfway, which loads your sled up with too much air. And then they bog and bog and bog and bog and bog. So between this spring and the cable seizing and fraying, if you own any F series, any mountain series, or any Crossfires, that one's the same deal.
Yeah, where'd it go? Shit. Oh, there it goes.
So yeah, this sled, both of them, both springs were toasted.
But it must get through that little hole there, because that's the only way it would go down through.
I'm not sure if it actually can go down through, but even when you're taking it apart, it would only take dropping one of them little pieces in that hole to be catastrophic, right? Which that might have been what happened to mine when I blew it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, power valves, very, very, very important on these new high output 2-strokes. Hopefully we get this doctored up and she'll come out of her illness.
More pieces just fell down.
Oh yeah, well, every coil, right? All right, so I'm going to show you the redneck way to test power valve cables to see if they're working properly. I always grab this bunch of stuff, shove it up into place. This one's clearly not working properly right off the bat, but so you pull your cable tight on this end, right? You take your power valve cable gear and you put this all together that everything lines up. Take one hand and hold this all closed. Right off the bat, this wedge is supposed to be sitting there. And when they're working properly, you can grab it like this, squeeze it in, and when you let go, it should snap back out. Clearly, this one is fucked. So that's how you test power valve cables, and that's why that spring in here is so important. Look, it's even broken too. It's coiled over itself.
What?
Yeah. Well, there's another.
Oh,
oh,
Jesus.
More pieces.
Wow.
And I know I've said that these pieces can't go in the engine, but boys, oh boys, when you start talking like microscopic pieces of spring steel, anything's probably possible, right? But yeah, that's your power valve setup. You pull this cable tight, put your body together straight, pull it all tight, and like I said, when you are not doing anything, this wedge valve should be sitting way up there. And what happens is inside the machine is it doesn't come back down in place, and then it causes an improper mixture of air and fuel in your engine, and you get bad bogs. Could even potentially blow your sled up if you run it hard for a long time like that. But generally it'll totally kill your top end performance. Now see there, it was almost trying to work when it was upside down, but it's still only springing out, you know, half of the way it should be. So see that one, that's how they should spring back.
Beautiful.